من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فلنحيينه حياة طيبة ولنجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful, all praise is due to Allah Azza wa Jal, and may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon His Prophet Muhammad, his family, his companions, and all of his followers until the day of reckoning. I welcome you to this new moral and ethic and something that we need to do in order to be successful in this life as well as in the hereafter. Allah Azza wa Jal says, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. This is ayah 2 of Surah Al-Ma'idah. The meaning of this ayah is, and cooperate in righteousness and piety, but do not cooperate in sin and aggression, and fear Allah. Indeed, Allah is severe in penalty. So the injunction here, the command from Allah Azza wa Jal, is to cooperate in righteousness and piety. We need to cooperate with Muslims, with others around us, men, women, young, old, poor, rich, and so on and so forth. Those in authority, those who are not in authority, meaning in running our own affairs, with righteousness, for people to be righteous, to be good, to be good doers, people who follow the right path, and piety. We need to create that feeling of piety and fear of Allah the Almighty in their hearts in order for them to be good people. Because when they fear Allah, they would be following the right path. They would be not harming others. They would be doing something good. So Allah is asking us to cooperate, because when we work together, things will be easily done, and the effort for achieving something will be divided among us. If one does this part and the other one does that part, and so on and so forth, we will be reaching a very good result and an outcome for our cooperation. And the same thing is right when we do not cooperate in sin and aggression. See, even if someone among us would commit a wrongdoing or an aggression against others, and doing something that is not right, or is committing a sin against Allah Azza wa Jal, we should not cooperate with them. In fact, we should keep them away from that. We should prevent them as much as we could, not cooperate with them. Because if someone says, for example, you can see how criminals, for example, create bands and create these groups that go and attack others and steal and commit crimes, and they coordinate and they spend time and effort and even money and so on in order to achieve this terrible end, which is to be aggressive, to go beyond limits, and to hurt others, or to take their own wealth, and so on and so forth. So Allah Azza wa Jal is reminding us even that if we do not do that, as Allah Azza wa Jal said, and fear Allah, indeed Allah is severe in penalty. And وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. You have to fear Allah Azza wa Jal, because Allah is severe in penalty. He will punish you severely if you do not follow the right path, if you do not cooperate with good and righteousness and piety, and at the same time, if you do the opposite and cooperate in sin and aggression, then obviously the punishment is severe. Even in this life, even you find that penalty and punishment in this life. Look at the consequences for criminals. Criminals, no matter how far they go in life, they'll be caught. They'll be, at one point, they will be brought to justice. They will be brought before judges and courts, and these courts and judges will decide their fate and their penalty for committing a wrongdoing, whether this is regarding the rights of people, shedding blood, or hurting others, or taking the rights of others, or having aggression against anyone. So if we follow that, we will live in peace and cooperation, and staying away from anything that displeases Allah Azza wa Jal and is going to hurt our own society. May Allah bless us with cooperation for good and prevent us from cooperation in sin and aggression. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فلنحيينه حياة طيبة ولنجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون.